Blessings to your day. Happy sunrise. Happy sunrise. Welcome to Give Me My Rights, WRITES Daily Podcast with Nadine Poetry One. Give me 1 second here because this morning I am not just live on YouTube and TikTok. I am live as well on Instagram. I invited Instagram this morning to see how it goes. So guys, come on in. Please be tapping the screen and welcome to another day in all of our lives. All right, guys, it is a happy sunrise. It is a grand rising and blessings to your day, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in this morning for another Give Me My Rights, WRITES Daily Podcast with Nadine Poetry One. You guys on one word, I am one number, guys. Come on in, please be tapping the screen, send your love. We are going to get into the quotes soon. Okay, but first I want to say thank you again for joining me for Give Me My Rights and blessings to your day. We have already received our first blessing today because we have opened our eyes. So thank you, Lord. Okay, now in the background, I have legendary Miss Mariah Carey music playing in the background. Okay, and now those of you that have joined me before, you know that this is a podcast where I share some of my encouraging quotes to hopefully encourage and inspire your day. And if I'm doing this correctly, you guys will be able to sustain a smile throughout your whole day. So I welcome you. And yes, it's going to be a wonderful day in the middle of the week. We are coming into Independence Day, which is Friday already. The middle of the year, 2025, is just flying by. It's going by so quickly. Here we are in the middle of the year, and it is summertime 2025. All right, so I think some of us may start looking forward to 2026 already, right? But we are here and we are blessed, okay, to see it, to live through it, to be a part of it, and it is our lives. So we are thankful. Okay, now guys, I am also the host of a live show called Imperfect Poetry Thursday. Imperfect Poetry Thursday is my live show where I share some of my original poetry, copywritten poetry, with everyone that's listening on the multiple social media platforms that I utilize Thursday nights. Okay, if you have not joined me before, come on Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and join me for Imperfect Poetry Thursday. Okay, I give some good poetry, and I write a metaphor. So some of the poetry you'd be like, what is she talking about? But I do give a synopsis of what I was thinking when I created the poetry, and then we play some great music, and you get to see the silly side because I am naturally silly. So join me Thursday nights. I'm live on multiple social media platforms, that be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Fanbase. And then over the weekend I put the recaps and the clips and the quotes out, and I include threads in that social media platform that I put out the clips and the quotes. So come on and join me Thursday nights, okay? I am also the owner and founder of Skin Poetry One, which is my organic skin oil butters line. Guys, if you have not got the experience, what are you waiting for? It is a great product that was generated to help service severe dry skin. Okay, and those who don't suffer from severe dry skin, the product, it will help maintain the moisture within your naturally moist skin. Okay, the products are organic. Everything is organically grown from the earth. We use a lot of organic flower oils, blended in with shea butters, and now I have the cocoa butter, and to help just take care of your skin, revitalize and add moisture and give a little sheen naturally to your skin. Go ahead and check it out. The website is https://skinpoetry1.nadinepoetry1.com. Okay, you can also go to my website directly, www.nadinepoetry1.com, and you can click the Skin Poetry One tab and make a purchase there. Your orders are safe, your information is completely safe, and this product is safe because it has no chemicals, no carcinogens. There are no artificial fragrances and no artificial colors in none of my products. Okay, so please check it out. Okay, again, the website is https://skinpoetry1.nadinepoetry1, the number one at the end. Okay, Skin Poetry One and nadinepoetry1.com. Okay, https://skinpoetry1.nadinepoetry1.com. You can also go on Facebook page and look for the Skin Poetry One page. Before I had it under Nadine Poetry One. Now Skin Poetry One has its own page. It's growing legs. okay, and it's walking. Okay, so you can go to Skin Poetry One page on Facebook and make a purchase, but you can still go to Instagram under Nadine Poetry One and hit the shop tab and make your purchase as well. We ship all over the U.S. It comes relatively quickly. We ship within 5 to 10 business days, but most people have received that package on their porch. It's a Skin Poetry One package that comes on your porch. It's really, really cute, you know, and when you open it, it's almost like opening a surprise. Okay, so go ahead and check it out. Get the product. It's good for you, your family, all skin types, all age groups. Okay, and it really, really is worth the moisture. Okay, guys, go ahead and check it out. Skin Poetry One. Okay, now, guys, listen. If you joined me before, again, you know I am the poet outside of the box. Okay, so I do things a little bit different from other writers and poets because I do this morning show and I try to share with you some encouraging quotes because I know what it's like to not have a great morning to start with. You know, so it's good to have someone come in and say, here's some positive energy for you to feed off of so you can start your day and be smiling throughout the rest of the day because no one can really steal your joy unless you let them, right? So, who else do we have out here? We have Antonio. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Big Daddy. Thanks for coming in. We have, who is that? Timber, it looks like it says. Thank you for joining me. George, thank you for joining me. Hi, Elle. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all joining me this morning for another Give Me My Rights, WRITES Daily podcast. Okay, guys, now listen, again, I have the wonderful, legendary Miss Mariah Carey music playing in the background. Love her, and I love her new song so much. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into this quote. I think this one is a good one. I hope it resonates with you all well, okay? But I need you guys to lend your ears because let's get this morning started, okay? The quote is, "It takes what I cannot give. It takes what I cannot give." When you feel like you have to overexert yourself, it may not be the right thing for you to do. No one would ever tell you that because they want to use your services or whatever you can do, right? But if you have to overexert yourself, it probably is not the right thing to do, right? At least not right now, or maybe not at the time that people need you to do it, not at that particular time. It just is not the right time for you to do it. Or the right thing for you to do. We are people that feel invincible at times, right? We muscle up, we can do it, we're strong, we can handle anything, right? Sometimes we just feel invincible, right? And we will take on so much knowing that we do not have the time or the room or the space to handle it, get it finished, get it done, complete it, whatever, what have you, okay? Also, some of the pieces of us that we want to share cannot be shared all of the time. We just can't do it. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? We're human. It is okay. And although you may not think that it's not okay, you know, you want to give that piece of you, you want to get it done. It's just, sometimes you just cannot. It is okay. So today, let us accept what we cannot do. Okay? Let us accept what we cannot do. Let us do that. Not that you cannot do it, but you just cannot do it. You know what I'm saying? Time. Time won't permit it. Time won't permit you to do it. And that is okay. You cannot do everything. You are one person. I am one person. Meaning that we have to know that we just can't do it right now. We have to let them know we can't do it right now. And we accept that we can't do it right now. We don't have no regrets. We shouldn't feel sorry or bad about it. We just can't do it right now. And taking on too much is not good management of our time. Right? Excuse me. Let me have some of my tea, guys. I have a little bit of turmeric and ginger tea this morning with some lemon. Delicious. Yes. Taking on too much is not good management of our time. And sometimes time is wasted simply just taking on too much. Time is wasted. You could have applied that time to something that was a little bit more important than taking on something that really has no relevance in your life. Right? We can find ways to space out what needs to be done without feeling guilty about doing something during a time that we cannot commit to. We can't commit to everything. And people expect us to commit to everything because we always commit to everything. Commitment works well with convenience. Commitment works well with convenience. If it is not convenient for you, how can you possibly say you're going to commit to something that you know you do not have the time, the space, or the room to handle? And this is for the people that love to be in control. They want to control everything. That means the time, the room, and the space. And they forget sometimes that you're one person. You're one human person. One human. Okay? And you cannot control everything. So sometimes you have to say, no, I can't do it. Excuse me. My nose is running. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. But sometimes you have to say, no, I cannot do it. No, this is not a convenient time for me to handle it or take on the task or do what you asked me to do. I cannot do it. Never forget that, because you have the ability to sometimes just say no. It is okay. Learn to make some things convenient for yourself if you feel the need to take it on. If you must take it on, make sure it fits conveniently into a space, a time, or room that is convenient for you. You're human. You're one person. And everyone cannot expect you to handle everything all the time, anytime. I read that too much of a good thing is bad. And let me tell you something. I was surprised to read that, said the Proverbs. I've never read that in Proverbs before, okay? It said too much of a good thing is bad. I had no idea. I guess that's why addiction is considered a bad thing, right? I guess that's why being clinging on to something so much is a bad thing. Or, there's another word I'm looking for, but attaching to so many things that are not a part of you, that were not born with you, are considered bad thing because it's too much, it's too much. So the word said too much of a good thing is bad. I've never ever read that before. So when I ran across that, I was like, wow, thank you, God. Thank you. Too much of a good thing is bad. Because if you look at the greed that is going on in our society right now, right? Greed. They want more. They have it, but they want more. They need more. They got to take yours so they can have more. You know what I mean? Greed. We got to take yours so you don't have none so I can have the most, or I'll just take more for me even though it was some left for you, but I'm taking it for me. Greed. That word stuck to me because all that's going on in our society right now. Sometimes doing so much can cause you to lose what is most important. The most important component in those many things that you do is and will always be you. Always. You don't want to lose your sense of self because you're taking on more than you need and too much. You already got some. Why do you need to take on more? You already got some. Why do you need to take on somebody else's? You already got some. Why do you need to control everything? That part. You don't want to lose your sense of self. Remember, you are the most important component to many of the things that you do and will always be, because nothing can be done that needs to be done by you without you. Simple. For if you lose that, then what are you doing? If you lose that, where are you possibly going? Something to think about. Maybe you start fighting for your health. God forbid. Because that is exactly what will happen when you continue to take on more things than you possibly can. Just to be in control, or just to be able to say, I can do it when you know that you cannot. Just to try to squeeze it into spaces where it does not fit. We can't overexert ourselves. So God forbid that we have to be fighting for our health because we're doing just a little bit too much. When the word already said too much of something good is not good for you, right? Life is about picking sides, not being pulled on each side and by so many people. Pick a side, stick to it, move in it, process, and progress on that side. And when you're done, go to the other side. Move in it, grow in it, process, and get progress on that side as well. But you can't possibly keep getting pulled in every direction and think that you will remain whole. It's not going to happen. You're giving out too many pieces of you, especially when you are only one person, okay? So we need to always kind of plan to take some breaks. It's summertime. What a great time to take breaks. There's beautiful places in the sun and sand and water. You know, how about sitting at home? You know, I had a screen porch build, and you know, if I don't have a place to go, I can sit on my screen porch and play good music and play some cards and play some dominoes, you know, but at least take a break. Take some time. Take some time for you to remember the reason why you have these moments where you're happy. You have these little joy spouts, you know, that come that remind you of why you are joyful. You have these moments where you're just smiling, you know, in glee. Take some time to think about those little moments that have given you those little moments, right? Take a moment. Take a moment to have some silence, you know, have some reserve. Have some calming in your life where people are not able to pull you every which way because it's a you moment that you are spending time in it and you're sitting there so you can collect all the pieces of you, right? And then sometimes while you're in that moment, remember that you do not have the ability to do everything, and that is okay. Yes, they may be used to you doing everything, but you don't have the ability to do it right now at the time they need it to be done. Okay? It's not that you can't do it. You have the know-how. You just cannot do it because you don't have the time. You don't have the space. You don't have the room. This is just to take back some of what you've been giving away for so long. People have become accustomed to you giving away those little pieces of you, and they don't mind taking it as long as you don't mind them snatching pieces of you. Snatch, snatch, snatch. That's what people will do. So you got to stop and say, I cannot try to overexert myself. Sometimes I'm going to say, no, I cannot help, and feel okay about it. You know, I don't feel apologetic. I don't feel regretful. Because remember, you owe nothing to yourself but a healthy life with a sprinkle of balance. A sprinkle of balance. And for all others, you owe a pinch of nothing to no one. You owe a pinch of nothing to no one. And don't let them think that you do, because you don't. Okay? So try not to overdo it or outdo yourself, all right? Stay in the lane where it's comfortable and convenient for your life, and there's an even balance. There's an even playing field where you can go in any direction and you can grow and process things and progress and continue to move forward, you know, into whatever your plans are for yourself. But don't overexert yourself, taking on the responsibility of everything for everyone at any time, any place. It doesn't work like that. You're one person. I'm one person. When you catch on to the importance of preservation of thyself, because sometimes people don't catch on right away, right? Excuse me. But when you do, catch on to the importance of preservation of thyself, right? Smile during that time. Smile during that time you spend in having a moment, taking a break, and sustaining your health and creating good balance for your life. Smile. Because it's not often that people realize that they are overexerting themselves until they are actually ill. We don't want to be that. Because that time is just like all time. It goes very quickly. Time goes quickly. That time goes quickly. All time goes quickly. It doesn't seem like it's going quickly, but when you are living in a moment, especially in a good moment, that time is going to go by so quickly, and you'll be staring at it the next day like, that happened yesterday, and it was great, but it went by very quickly. And in that time, in that moment where you are enjoying yourself, sometimes you may forget the small moment that you had to yourself to just smile about being you. Smile at you. Be happy about you, that you did not overexert yourself, that you did not, you know, try to squeeze things in places where there was no room, no space, and no time. And smile at taking care of yourself, okay? For all the other things that you do, at least you took care of yourself. You took time. You took a break. You took a moment. But sometimes you can just accept that you cannot do it. And remember, it is okay. You're one person. You're one human. And we cannot do everything all the time, any place, for everyone. So, guys, you can't do it all the time. And remember what that word said in the proverb, right? It said that too much of a good thing is bad. I just learned it, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you all, because now I need to eat that and say too much of a good thing is bad. Sometimes I like to, overconsume myself with certain things so I don't run out, or so I don't have to go back and get it or whatever like that. But now I'm learning today, as I'm sharing with you, and some of you may be learning today, that too much of a good thing is bad. So look at the greed that we have in this world. Look at the greed in the country today. All right, a law just passed, and so many people are going to suffer because others feel like they need to have more. That is not a balance, okay? And we don't want to imbalance our lives because we are taking on too much. Let's not ever forget that. So I'm not going to monopolize any more of your time, guys. All right. I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to do the morning show on Friday still because it is the 4th of July. I couldn't do it on Monday morning. So I want to make sure that I come back with a great quote for Friday, July 4th, Independence Day here in America, those of you that are in America, and give you guys a nice encouraging quote, to hopefully inspire and encourage your day, because it's going to be a holiday. We're going to get with family. We're going to eat a lot of food. I don't know about you guys, but I love me some grilled food. Okay, and we are going to have a good time. And I will be having on my Skin Poetry 1, all right, Skin Oil Butters, guys. And I hope that you guys go ahead and check it out. It really is a great, great product. Okay, it's everything in it that you can pronounce. Now, think about the saying of, you should not eat things that you can't pronounce, and you shouldn't definitely not put things on your skin that you cannot pronounce. So I want you to look at those creams and those moisturizers that you have sitting in your dresser or in your bureau or in your closet, wherever you keep it, in your cabinet, in the bathroom, under the sink. Look at the ingredients in that. Look at that. And then I want you to go on Skin Poetry 1, https://skinpoetry1.nadinepoetry1.com, and I want you to look at some of the ingredients on the product that I am offering, okay, that I am selling. And you do your own comparison and see if the things that you currently have is what your skin needs, and then look at my product and see if we can feed your skin and nourish and revitalize that beautiful skin of yours and keep it that way for the long haul. You make the decision. I'm telling you that is great stuff, but you can only lead them to the water. You can't make them drink it. That's what my mama used to say. Anyway, blessings to your day, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, okay? And keep smiling. Keep smiling. It's yours. Keep it. No one can steal your joy unless you let them. Bye-bye.